Hello, I'm Zach. I'm on the map today, Cleveland, Ohio, at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. Now, I've been to a number of natural history museums over the years. I've been to the American Museum of Natural History in New York. That's the museum that my kids refer to as the Night at the Museum, based on the Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller movie. I have been to the National Museum of Natural History, that's the Smithsonian version in Washington, D.C. But I like to come to smaller museums like this too, because they all have something to offer, and every time I come through one, I learn something. So we're going to go in here today, and I invite you to join me. They call this banded iron ore. 2.5 billion years old, some of the Earth's oldest rock. Some people find Lucy quite controversial. Lucy was only discovered in 1974. They say she lived 3.2 million years ago, walked on two legs, but still had the ability to climb trees. I've seen numerous skeletons and redos of Lucy, but I still don't really think of her being that small. Guess she is. Lucy is very iconic, and reproductions of Lucy exist in a lot of different natural history museums. The real skeleton fragments are kept in a safe in Ethiopia, which I assume is where she was discovered. And they say they were able to find 40% of her. The darker bones here are the ones that they have originals of, where the white are things that they filled in later. It seems like they often show her in this stance where she's kind of still hunched over. Maybe this museum's most famous resident, Balto, the dog who got all the credit. Apparently there were major fossil finds in this area back in the mid-60s when they were building Interstate 71. The museum worked with, I guess, the state. As they were building the highway, they were able to come into the construction area and excavate some of these fossils. So yeah, you can see in the picture there was a lot of construction going on back there. But the scientists were coming in and investigating the cleared areas. An all-new gallery coming, Evolving Life. December of 24. We'll have to come back and check it out. This is another new exhibit opening in December. They got a lot going on. Planetarium. Looks like there's more to it than just a planetarium. So I got the lowdown on all of the new exhibits. So apparently this entire hall here is new. And they have an additional 3 areas. I had counted 2 previously, but an additional 3 areas that are going to open in December. So when I was thinking about coming here, I was looking online and I saw a lot of pictures. It didn't look anything like this. So that's what's going on. She said, the lady that works here said that they've been going through a process over the last 6 or 7 years, and it's complete full renovation. So it sounds like they've got some exciting things upcoming. So this is the third area they were telling me about. This is the Ames Family Curiosity Center. This looks like an area that's more interactive, so something that my kids would probably be more into. They are always asking me, does that museum, is it interactive? And if I say no, then they may not want to come. So I'm glad there's an interactive area. I've seen a lot of meteorites at various museums, but I thought the story around this one was interesting because this particular one was found way back in 1576. So interesting to me that people came across this way back then and even then knew that this was something unique. I call this the Jurassic Flight experience. It's VR, and it has a fan. You can flap your wings. Wildlife Center and Woods Garden. This is part of admission here to the Cleveland Natural History Museum. Elevated walkway. Wow. Got some wolves or something down there walking around. Elevated walkway this way. Bald eagle, sandhill crane, wetlands life pool. They got a river otter. I love otters. A hare, raptors, fox, wild turkey. They got all kinds of animals in here. It's like a zoo. Well, as I said, I've been to a number of natural history museums, but I can't recall one that had living animals. They're always dead and stuffed. Hello, raccoon. First house I had a little shed out back that I kept my lawnmower in, and I had a swimming pool, so there were pool supplies in there. I went out there one day. I was in there for a few minutes, and I looked over, and there were, I didn't know what I was looking at. And it dawned on me, I'm looking into two eyes. And it was that doggone raccoon. I about jumped out of my skin. He's like 2 feet from me the whole time. I don't know if this all belongs to the raccoon. I think it does. He's got quite the setup. Tunnels to climb through. First glance I thought that they were wolves, but I guess they're coyotes. There's the bobcat. She doesn't know where she wants to go. Apparently they can jump pretty good.
Yeah. He just looks bad. I know, he might be. He needs to throw something.
He's a big one.
Is he moving?
Little gray fox. I think I can't get over how nice this area is, just because it's unique to a natural history museum to have an area that is zoo-like. Because it is like a small zoo. Snowy owl. Bet she's hot.
There you go.
The Old Grizzly, commissioned in 1932. So I guess a lot of this area is either brand new or has been significantly redone. And so if you've never been here, well heck, even if you have been here before, come back in December or the beginning of next year. It'll be like a brand new place. So I got the lowdown on this section back here. The lady told me that this area has been open for 7 years. It was the first stage of the museum's revitalization. This and a parking structure. So this area is about 7 years old. This whole outdoor zoo-like area, as I referred to it. Hello. Hi. How are you? You're beautiful. Is that a thank you? You're welcome. How majestic. sure that's artificial turf. I don't know what he's trying to find in there. He really likes it. I was filming the bird, and I was talking to the camera, and a lady walked by after I turned the camera off. She says, "Really? You're talking to the bird?" Talking to the camera, lady. Thank you for joining me here at the Cleveland Museum of Natural History. I was really surprised to get here today and find out that all the pictures I had seen online were of a completely different place. It was the same place, but beautiful renovation that they've been doing here. I look forward to coming back in another 6 months or so and seeing what they've done to the place, because it's going to be about twice as big as it is right now after the 3 new exhibits open up. So excited to see that. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, please. And if you like the videos from me, subscribe, please. And I'll see you down the road.